New at 9, Hawaii Tourism Authority officials on the hot seat today, answering questions from the Senate Ways and Means Committee about its U.S. Market, Brand Management, and Global Services contract, which still hasn't been settled about a year after the first RFP went out. WAM held a meeting today to talk about the timeline, process, protests, and what happens next. The Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau was initially awarded the contract, but the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement protested. HTA rescinded the award and reissued the RFP. CNHA ended up winning the latest RFP, but then HVCB protested. HVCB is now on its second contract extension that goes through the end of next March. When grilled about what went wrong, HTA officials did not take responsibility and said the decisions were ultimately up to Mike McCartney as the director of DBED and as the HOPA, or head of purchasing agency.
How did we get to this point where you're the lone attached agency to DBED that has absolutely no procurement authority?
It's my belief that we were responsible for arriving at the award of the contract in both RFPs. And at that point in time, when the protest window came into effect, that at the time a protest came, he would in fact have the final say on it, and that we would respond with any information that he requested. But it is my belief that that sole authority rested with him.
Afterwards, McCartney was grilled by the WAM committee. He said he plans to end the RFP that's under protest and wants to issue two separate RFPs instead, one for marketing and one for destination management, essentially splitting the original contract into two.
What I'm recommending is the most sustainable option to avoid further challenging on who wins, right? Because this process is going to keep, if we stay with the existing one, it could not be resolved for over a year or more, even after this, because it would go to DCCA and then to the court.
Right.
So that's what we try to resolve.
Right. But Mike, we're doing it because they were a mess up in the beginning. People screwed up and made this whole process look bad because they didn't follow the law.
And I could have done a better job of coaching them and helping them through that. And
right.
That's what,
and then instead, you made it worse.
If it's going to be like that, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, that the DBED director is going to make all these decisions, then we don't necessarily need HTA then. And then DBED can do all the contracting, which is how it used to be.
Upon the suggestion by the senators, McCartney said he will take the idea to HTA's board for its approval or dismissal, the idea to cancel the RFP and reissue two separate ones. The heads of HVCB and CNHA told the senators that idea was previously discussed with them, that one would be for destination marketing and the other would be for destination management, with each contract worth $20 million.